I mean, we are recording this thing, so like I said, I know some of y'all have grouped together. I think we're missing like two people, but like I said, we are recording this thing. This will be up. Y'all will get the email for this later, so we can go ahead and start since everybody else was here on time. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, so as I was saying a little bit earlier, Tepozan is a brand we've had it for. It came in late at the end of last year, close to the end of last year. And it's just one of those things that I've really enjoyed. We really worked with the Reposado and the Anejo before. We just brought the Blanco in so we can have all three expressions for the tasting as well. But yeah, again, just super clean flavors. Bradford will go into more about what a tequila being like a clean tequila. And this is the exact kind of style when I think of that. You get a flavor that is just the agave. When you talk about the Blanco, and then you move up to like the Reposado and Anejo, where you get the influence of the oak, but it doesn't become these big, rich, buttery bombs like a butterscotch or like a lot of like caramel, like some of the tequilas that have artificial flavorings get, because that's what they think people want when they're tasting a Reposado or Anejo tequila. But for my preference of a style, these are more what I'm looking for, where they're more savory, more agave forward, and then you get a touch of that influence from the different oak that they use. But yeah, so as I said, Bradford Youngs is our special guest for tonight. Thank you, Bradford, for joining us, and feel free to take it away.
Well, like Jeremy said, I am Bradford Youngs. Just give you an elevator pitch on my background. I worked for the largest distributor in the world for 23 years, Southern Wine and Spirits, and then left them a couple of years ago, and then came back to the business with Tepozan Tequila, and I've been with them for a year now. Now, I know a lot of you, my dog, sorry. A lot of you are saying not another tequila. Well, we're not just another tequila. We truly aren't. And in 23, 24 years, this has easily been the easiest product and also the best product that I've had the pleasure to sell. And I say that seriously, this product is a gift. It is a gift to sell and a gift to share with people. And once you taste it, you'll see why. Jeremy did mention it is an additive tequila. There's only 66 in the world. We're one of them. And if you go to Tequila Matcher, you'll see that we're ranked third out of all 66. So distillery's been around for close to 30 years. And the past 10 years, Tepozan has been like the little hidden gem in Jalisco. And we like to describe it truly as a farm to glass tequila, because that's it. Everything is done in one location. It's not just grown in one location and shipped out. Everything, 100% of it is done on site. And does anybody know what an additive is? There's no stupid answer either. And Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah. So additives, I mean, there's different things, but there's they can be colorings or flavors. So you can add sometimes a lot of people use a yeast, like a chemical yeast, that would be considered an additive because it's not a natural yeast that's fermented or that's created during fermentation. You're falsely putting it in there to get a certain flavor or certain texture to your spirit.
Correct. And people also get confused because a lot of companies will add agave nectar and they assume because it's natural, it's not an additive. It's still an additive because you're changing the flavor profile and the texture of the tequila. It has to have zero added, only water and tequila and yeast. That's it. It has to be natural. So that's why I was asking about that. And our tequila is definitely a sipping grade tequila. You'll find you're not going to get that burn. You're not going to get that after effect that you get with a lot of, did I lose people? Tequila? No? Okay.
No,
okay, so
that's 20 here,
yeah. Don Carlos went out because he was a grower forever and he needed to find water because he knew he wanted to have water for his tequila because he needed it. And he literally went out there with a water divining rod throughout his whole property until he found one. And literally he's like a water witch, and it showed him where the well was, dug down, and it was the cleanest volcanic water in all of Jalisco. And it's all theirs. Nobody else uses it, which is, it's a really special ingredient because the water makes or breaks the tequila. If it's clean water, you're going to get a clean tequila. You can have a dirty water that's still pure and clean, but it's still going to give the effect of the base water. It's like when you make something with a bad wine in your food, the food doesn't taste as good. But if you use the wine you'd want to drink in your food, the food always tastes better. So it's sort of like that. I'm just looking at some notes to make sure I don't forget anything yet. So yeah, Don Carlos is also the grower. Our tequilas are 8 years old, which is about 4 years older than most people. Most people use 3 to 4. Ours are 8, which gives it even more character. It's like grapes on a vine. You wait as long as you can before you pick it to get the purest of the plant itself. So that's what we do there. And if you guys pull out the bottle, if you look, you're going to see a little hand and a butterfly. Tepozan literally means butterfly tree, and those trees attract butterflies, and all the monarchs that migrate down to Mexico, they land on these trees, and that's where they live. So we kind of took all that into effect. And if you ever have a butterfly land on your finger, you're supposed to make a wish, and then when that butterfly flies away, it takes your wish with them to get it granted. So this is sort of our little play to that, because of the butterfly and the Tepozan tree. It's just kind of a cool little story behind not only just the tree and the butterfly and all that. It just tells you that we're not your normal. Sorry, I just had some phone mess. We're not your normal tequila, and every tequila needs to have some sort of a story. And if you go down there, sometimes you'll see so many butterflies you don't even see the tree at all, which is cool. I'm going to get into it later, but all of our yeast also comes off of the Tepozan tree. It aerates in, so any yeast that comes in, we don't even add it. It comes in naturally in through the air. But like Jeremy had touched on earlier, most additives use to change the aroma, the color, the mouthfeel, the intensity, or the sweetness of the tequila. I mean, it's permitted. There's nothing wrong with it. It's safe, but you're changing what the true fruit is meant to be. So we don't do any of that. And they'll always put what additives are on it. They'll put a little logo on the bottle. So if you look, it'll have like a barrel or something on there, or it's supposed to. You'll see what additives are actually usually in there. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, why are we additive free? The only additive, sorry, I'm reading these notes and I need my glasses. Just give me a quick second. Obviously we're additive free to set us apart. Our owners are 2 restaurateurs that had problems finding a tequila that they actually wanted, and they stumbled across this one down in the lowlands of Jalisco. And this gentleman had been growing his own for 30 years, and the tequila was only available locally. And they went down there and they fell in love with it because it was additive free. Everything about it was clean. And then when they tasted it, they absolutely fell in love with it. So they continue to keep it additive free. Everything, the water's on site, the agave is grown on site, it's bottled on site, it's hand dipped wax tops on site, it's labeled on site, everything. So we're very much a boutique tequila in that way as well. We've won a ton of accolades. We've won gold medals with the Bartender House. We have New York, San Francisco. The list goes on and on. It's like we can't update our list fast enough. And we're getting a lot of press too. I don't know if any of you watched that spinoff of Sex and the City. I think it's called And Just Like That. Have you guys seen that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We were in that show. We didn't even know about it until our Instagram and emails were lighting up. And we're like, what the heck is going on? And then we go and we see there's like a 5-minute scene where a girl goes to one of the stars' house holding the Blanco and was saying, this is so-and-so's theorem, and it makes her tell the truth. And there was a whole scene, and they were holding it and drinking it, and we didn't even pay for it. They chose it because they thought it fit that TV show so well that they used that bottle for the show, and we didn't even pay for it. We've also been in Camila Cabrera music video. We've been in a ton of stuff like that. So, and this is unpaid advertising. People are wanting to use our product because it's so good. And now we're going to get to why it is so good. So if we all open up our little box, if you haven't already. Does anybody know which one we should start with? We should start with the Blanco, this cute little bottle. So we have this one right here. And the reason why we start with the Blanco, because basically this is straight from the field. This is, the purest form of our tequila is the Blanco. It embodies all the terroir styles of the southern part of Los Altos. And on the rocks, it'll be your favorite cocktail for sure, because it has a little bit of a citrus base. So if you pour it into your glass, however much you want to taste, you're going to find that it has a very bright smell to it. It's not, I mean, it smells like tequila, but it doesn't smell like that tequila where you turn your nose away from it. There you go. Open that thing. Twist, twist, twist. There you go. So you're going to get a little bit of like a salty citrus in the nose, a little back end of like a green jalapeno, maybe a little honeysuckle. So if you smell it, open your mouth when you breathe in through your nose too, because you'll actually get to smell it even better. Now, if you guys are all done smelling, we can go on to the tasting part. So when you sip it, put it in there, sip it, swish it around, aerate it a little bit, and you're going to see that it's super lean, it's soft, got some grapefruit, white pepper, sort of a mid palate on it. At least that's what I get. Jeremy, how about you?
Yeah, no, definitely. That citrusy note becomes that was on the nose. It's a little bit more like orange blossomy to me on the palate. Then you get that really nice like bolder white pepper on the finish to give you that like true agave sense.
Yeah, a little raw almond, a little cilantro you get, at least I do. And it's super clear. I mean, it should be clear because it sees no oak at all.
And then Bradford, yeah. I'm sorry. I was gonna say earlier you were talking about the water and how important of a source that is. You know, a lot of y'all have also tasted bourbons with us during these happy hours with Jeremy. And you know, that's one of the big things that Kentucky's always been about, is the limestone water that they get. Is that's what, you know, makes the bourbon out of Kentucky much different than you know, bourbons out of other states in the United States. But you know, it's the same exact thing in a spirit like tequila too, where your water does really make a difference with what you're tasting.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's just super clean. And this is one of the only Blancos that personally I can drink straight, just an ice cube, maybe a little lime, and that's it. A lot of Blancos are mixed into a margarita for a reason, because they're not sipping tequilas. Ours are truly, definitely sipping tequilas day or night, which is awesome.
Another thing that you can definitely tell is the water source when you compare it to other Blancos is that like mouthfeel that it has. There's just like that coatingness that sometimes you get when people use artificial chemicals to add that, but this just, I mean, given the fact that you're just using the agave, yeah, definitely part of the water source.
Yeah, it has a nice viscosity to it. It definitely coats the mouth, and it has a super long finish, which is really nice. It doesn't just like fall off.
Definitely. That gets along to that sipping idea, because you get to enjoy it even after.
Oh, for sure. And it's just super, like my wife, she's not well, I can't say she's not. She wasn't a tequila person. And now she absolutely loves this tequila. And now she is a tequila. Well, she's a Tepozan tequila person. She's even had Don Julio 70. I'm not going to knock any tequilas because they're all fantastic. She's tried them all, 1942. But this is hands down. Before I told her I took the job, I asked her to taste it, and she said this was her favorite tequila or best tequila she's ever tasted. So when she said that, I go, okay, I'll take the job. So
good news, you get sample bottles now.
Exactly. So we're going to go on to the Repo, which is this orange one, which is currently it's aged 4 months in Kentucky barrels. And I'll be more specific. It is aged in Maker's Mark barrels. That's not going to be always, because not every Maker's Mark barrel is going to suit our profile. So it will switch from different barrels, so we have a consistency that's always there. Those aged 4 months in that. It's, to be even more specific, they're white Kentucky bourbon barrels. So that's the Maker's Mark, and it gives it just a little kick of flavor, like Jeremy said earlier. It's not like in your face, and it's not a super heavy reposado like a lot are. It's on the lighter side, which I think tends better, in my opinion, for like a nice cocktail or something like that. Again, you can enjoy it on the rocks, no problem. And if you guys look on the back of your box, there is some brief descriptions in case you guys do forget. Yeah, it is on the back of the box too. Now, if you have finished your Blanco, which if you haven't, we can wait. There's no problem. We can talk. I don't want you to rush or pour it out.
And to be enjoyed, exactly.
Absolutely.
You know, it's interesting that you talk about it only being 4 months in oak. Since y'all do age your agaves longer, like you said, usually it's about 3 to 4 years. Y'all are at that 6-year mark. That's interesting that you're using young or using oak so lightly too, because again, still allows you to have that agave be the focus of the spirit instead of
Not the
whatever
wood.
charred oak you're adding.
Yeah, the wood's not the star, it's the plant.
Exactly.
For
Yeah.
sure. And I mean, I've had some repos that are just so heavy. It's like, oh my God, I can't have more than one or two.
Yeah.
Ours are made to be drunk and enjoyed day or night. And if you have a vinegar glass in your smell, you're going to get a little bit of lemon, a little bit of honeydew, some more peppers, anchote. If you know what anchote, that is a South American spice. And believe it or not, I get a little bit of flan in the nose, like burnt caramel almost, just a little bit. Or you might call it vanilla, but just a hint, but you still smell the tequila, the agave. And then once you taste it, you're going to see that it's consistent with the Blanco. Usually out of most tequilas, I'd say 95% of them, there's always one that's a dog. Ours are consistent. We don't have one that people just won't drink. There are several that I used to sell back in the day that the Blanco was good, Anejo was good, the Reposado was horrible, or vice versa. Blanco was terrible. Ours are consistent, and you're going to see that they're super clean. Clean is the word. It doesn't feel like you just ate something. It just feels like it's just super clean. Doesn't have that kick in the back of your throat that makes you kind of want to spit it out, or have a whistle blown behind you and have them shake your head while you drink it. The good old days of Mexico. And then you'll find that the finish is plush. It's got some coriander, some clove, long finish. And it's 4 months, whereas most repos are like 6, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We just choose to have the fruit be the star.
And yeah, with those 4 months, you get this really nice vibrancy from the oak. That helps pull out some of those spice characteristics that you after tasting the Reposado, I'm like, okay, I kind of saw that in the Blanco too, but it kind of just heightens, that profile of the agave.
For sure. And if you look at it, like you said, it's even the color is lighter. I've seen some repos that are as dark as Añejos. It's crazy. But yeah, the appearance is, it's like a, flecks of rose gold almost, if you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, if you put the Blanco and the Reposado next to each other, like they're pretty close to each other.
Yeah. What do you guys think so far? The two, which one's your favorite so far?
Yeah, preferences so far? Pat likes the Blanco. All right.
Yeah, I have a very good friend of mine that he's a tequila nerd to the nth degree. And when he tasted our Blanco, he said it was the best Blanco he's ever had. And then he was influential in helping us get it into Virginia Country Club. He liked it so much.
Nice.
So
I love the Blanco.
The Blanco, yeah. I mean, it's just
a Blanco fan too. Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know which way this is going to go just from my experience. So we'll keep.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna hop in.
I'm a repo guy. This repo's doing all right.
Nice.
No, yeah, it's killer.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, Repo's my go-to. For really any brand. That's kind of how I know you should, like, if you're trying a new brand, Blanco's the way to go. But for me, Repo kind of tells me, just because that's my favorite, that's kind of the one I always judge people on. But when I tasted it, that was the reason why A, it was the spirit of the month, and B, why that was like the first one we brought in, was because that was the one I was most impressed with out of the Tepozan line. All three are great, but yeah, that Repo really stood out to me when I was tasting them with Bradford.
Yeah, and it's just a fun part. The fact that we have an actual story, and I always tell them, customers get surprised when I say this. Google everything I say, because as a salesman in the past, we weren't always 100% truthful. This is the only brand I've never had to even stretch any sort of a lie on, because it's so good you don't need to. And the product, it speaks for itself. I'm glad you guys are tasting it. I'm super grateful. And we do have an extra coming soon, which is age 4. It'll be age 4 years, where most are like 3. So yeah. So if we go into the black one, which is the añejo. Now, if you look, it's still not super dark like a lot of them. A lot of añejos are almost like watered down coffee. This is like a nice strong tea color, but it does see 14 months of the same oak. So it's still going to get full flavor. Definitely you sip it and savor it neat. Like all these, you don't need cocktails, which you can't say that a lot. And with, what goes great with it is bitters. Just that and like a splash of bitter. Fantastic. So like I was saying, that is aged 14 months in the Kentucky barrel bourbons. Now, if you smell it, you're going to get a lot of like key lime, dulce leche, maybe, if you know what that is, chipotle, a little bit of spice in the back of the nose. This one here is what I love about this one is if it was sunny like it is, it's Pat, right? Is that Pat?
Mhm.
Is that Pat in the backyard with the pool?
Oh no, that's Lisa.
Okay.
That's my
if you
husband.
were
That's my
sitting
husband, Rick.
oh,
Lisa
right.
and Rick.
So if it was most añejos and you're sitting outside in the sun, you're not going to have too many. Our añejo you can drink, not that we're morning drinkers, but you can drink at noon, you can drink it at night because it's not heavy. It's very complex, but it has a ton of flavor. You can get butterscotch, serrano peppers, a little bit of dirt. Very complex in the mid palate. This is my favorite.
I just added the bitters and it's really awesome.
Oh, did you
Oh,
add some?
nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Just a drop. Just enough. There you go. Yeah, and it doesn't change it. It just makes it better. Which is
It's really good.
Nice.
and what's funny is most tequila drinkers don't drink rum. Most rum drinkers don't drink tequila. The añejo rum drinkers actually like because it's very complex. It's got a lot going on in the mouth.
Yeah.
So what do the bitters consist of? Because I'm not sure.
It's like a super concentrate of like an orange peel, like on
Oh,
steroids.
okay. Okay.
Literally, you just need just like a drop or two. It's not like you're measuring it. But the añejo it's killer. It's not heavy.
You're gonna like that.
Good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has a like I said, it's still vibrant. It still
Mhm.
looks pretty.
The bitters are very aromatic.
Helps with digestion too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's more of a pale gold. And if you had it in a glass and you swirl it, you almost see like caramel streaks. It's not caramel, but it looks like little caramel streaks, like legs of a wine. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't really see it in the glass, but yeah, definitely have like legs going across. And again, this just like the Repo, like you're getting some flavors just kind of amplified because that extra aging time that just come out a little bit more expressive than they were in the younger age one before. So it's kind of like an evolution of flavor throughout all three of these two with that profile.
Yeah, and you can taste it going from one to the next. There's some that are so drastically different. Sometimes they taste like a different tequila. These, if you were blindfolded, you would literally be able to tell that these are all from the same company or the same distillery.
Now I have a problem. Now I have a problem.
You like it too much?
Yeah. Compared to the Blanco.
It was nice. I forgot to bring this up. If you go on the back of, I don't know if it's on the miniatures. Yeah, the nom number. Okay, there is a nom number. All tequilas have what's called a nom number, that's just the registry of the distillery. If you go to our distillery, you'll see there's two tequilas made. They're actually the same thing. One was for a charity thing, and once that's done, it's done. And then there's us. If you go to, I don't want to name, well, I'll name it. If you go to, let's say, Plaza Azul, which is super famous, right? There's a lot of tequilas made there, a lot. And if anybody thinks that they're going to make 30 or 40 different tequilas at one distillery, it's not. They're all going to be starting off with the same base, and they add additives to it. It's a great tequila, Rick. I'm not going to knock it. It's a fantastic tequila. The bottle's incredible, but it has additives. That was my favorite tequila until this. No joke, no joke. It was
Yeah.
also George Clooney's. That's why he made Casamigos at the same distillery.
Exactly.
I use it as a base now for flowers because I love.
It's a beautiful bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy one of those or two of ours. It's only up to you.
Yeah. But no, yeah.
Funny story. I was doing a tasting at Pavilions in Seal Beach, and this guy had a bottle of 1942, and I said, "Just come over here and taste our Anejo. Just do it for a second." Well, dude, I'm not gonna taste it. I'm like, just please come over for a second. This is my favorite tequila. I don't care what you do. I'm not gonna change. And the GM was there, and he's like, "Dude, don't do this." And he came over and poured it, and he had that blank moment on his face, like mother. And he ended up putting the 1942 back and bought two of our bottles for the
Right.
actually still cheaper,
A little
Yeah.
cheaper. Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
So 1942 is fantastic too, but it has a lot of brown sugar in it. That's why it's so good, because it's sweet.
I like the lightness of the Anejo. It's the finish is very light, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's heavy. You can most Anejos you can't drink during daylight. I like to say this. It's sort of like anti-vampire tequila.
Yeah.
But ours is light enough. It has enough complexity and structure to it that it carries its own. But like I said earlier, I did touch on it, but I forgot to go back. The yeast we add from this, we don't add. It comes in from the Tepozan tree. It literally flies into the vats, and that's how we're able to generate the alcohols from the sugar of the agave and the yeast from the Tepozan plant, which are planted all over the property. So, I mean, literally, there's not one thing on our property that is not in this tequila. Nothing goes out. Everything's done there. If you've seen the 750, they're hand dipped on location. Labels are literally put on by hand. Bottles, these don't have it, but if you look at the bottom of the fifth, they're actually embossed with the butterfly. So we don't even buy our bottles. I mean, everything is, there's no corners cut whatsoever. There's no easy way out.
What is this on the back?
That is the I have it written down. It is not the fairy, but it's like the god of the butterfly. So
Okay.
prayer, if it lands on you and you have your wish, they take your wish to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were over there when he said that.
Is there a name? Is there a name for her? Did I miss that?
Yeah, I have it here, and I skipped over because I thought it was just too much flipper jab. Let me just see. I got it here. Hold on.
That makes for a good conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
I have it here. Too many. Okay, her name is, and I know I'm not going to pronounce it right. It's the goddess of joy and flowers, but I'm just going to have to spell it. It's
So she,
it's XOCHIQUETZAL. I'm not even here. I'm going to put it up to the screen so you can see it. I think you can see it.
Wow.
Fest.
That is a-
Little
really-
to the left. I think. I don't know. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I did spell it right. Yay. Oh no, I added an E. Sorry. Yeah, I would not know how to pronounce that either.
And you know what? I've never asked my bosses, but now I'm going to see them squirming their pants like I just did, because I had no idea how to spell it. But when you make your wish, that's where it goes to.
Okay, love it.
And then Bradford, you mentioned earlier Tequila Matchmaker, and that was sorry, I wanted to get to that as well for just y'all to know what that is. So it's an app and a website that is fantastic for anything tequila knowledge wise. They have a news feed that you can check out for any brand or any news that comes out in the tequila world. But you also are able to type in the nom. So as Bradford mentioned, it's on the bottles, it's also on the box. And so 1584 is the nom that Tepozan is made at. And if you type that in, that will then show you the list of tequilas that are made under that brand or under that nom, excuse me. So all the different brands that are made there. So you can kind of see when you go to that, like you'll notice some of your brands that taste similar, some of the ones that you're like, oh, that kind of tastes like this one, they're usually made at the same location for stuff like that. So the fact that, Tepozan has just the one that is for sale and then a charity one shows you how limited production that is, which is really rare in the world. And then also really cool that Tequila Matchmaker does as well is they give you a list of the non-additive ones, which Tepozan would be on, but it gives you the list of other ones that would fit into this category of a non-additive tequila.
Yeah, so you can literally just go through, print it out, and go to the store. Yeah,
exactly.
And what's great about that website is it changes every month. So you might be ranked first, and then the next month you could be ranked something else. And it's not knocking of the tequila; it's the people that are tasting it and giving scores. So that ranking always changes. We were 6 1 month, we were 3. Never been 1 or 2. So our highest we average is like 3 or 4, which out of 60, well, out of thousands of tequilas, that's not too bad.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Now I want to see who was paying attention. Does anybody remember? I'll even make it super easy. Does anybody remember the first name of the distiller and the grower of Tepozan? Just the first name, or if you know the last name.
Don Jose. Don Cheto.
It was something Marco G.
Don Carlos.
You got one, Rick. You got one of the names right, so you will get a 375 of the one of your choice.
Yeah.
I will drop that off to Jeremy. Anybody else want to throw a fun fact at me?
I think Rody had the last name.
I said Don Carlos.
I'll give you a bottle too. Which one? Just tell Jeremy which one you want. He'll email me and I'll drop them off. And the 375 bottles are replicas, just like it, hand dipped in wax. They're awesome. I don't have one here. They're in my garage, but I'll give you guys a bottle of that.
Nice. Thank you.
How many people are here?
So let's see. We got there's 4, 6, 8. Rody and Michael. I know Michael's there. Rody, yeah, we got there. So it looks like we have 11 people total.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give all of you a bottle of 375.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. That's so good. Thank you.
Right on, y'all.
Just
Yeah.
tell Jeremy which one you want, and I'll get those out to him probably Monday or Tuesday.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, feel free to reply to the last email I sent y'all with the link. You can just let me know there. Or yeah, if I don't hear back from you in the next couple of days, I'll just send out a reminder. But I will also have the link. I'll be sending out the link to the video of this recording on the next couple of days too. So
Might have to slash on the Blanco.
Blanco.
You actually made a really wicked challenge for us, trying to choose which one we want.
That's the problem. They're all so even. I agree. So I mean, it's like, oh, somebody has bitters right there. I just saw it.
Well,
So,
and
all
also
I ask is when your friends, and be honest. I don't want. If you don't like it, I'm not hurt. I don't make it. But when your friends ask, tell them about Tepozan. Tell them how good it is. Tell them where to buy it at Wine Country, because this is a brand that it doesn't need help. It just needs a lot of word of mouth. We're growing daily like crazy. But I want as many people to experience this tequila as possible, whether they like it or not. They should at least taste it. Most people, once they do taste it, they do like it. At least one of them.
Yeah. They were excellent. We loved them. We have actually a small tequila bar here in the backyard. So
there you go.
a great opportunity to bring in something new for our
Yeah,
friends.
sure.
We have 31 tequilas available.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
you're worse than me.
Oh, you might have to show us.
So I've been cheating and tasting other añejos with this one. And so I've tasted this one. This is Arnito's Black
You
Barrel.
got that?
I sold that forever.
Okay. And then I tasted this one. This is one from Mexico.
Oh.
Reserve it. Yeah.
Tequila.
Good one. Yeah, yeah. And then this is a good one too. I don't know where it came from as a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Herradura,
Oh,
yeah.
Herradura's, yeah. Huh?
But
Those are all fantastic.
they are very good, but they are like, just in the order I showed them, they are heavier. They're
Yeah,
much
for sure.
heavier. This is much more of a sipple.
More
This,
approachable.
oh, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like you have one and you want to go to sleep.
Yes, it's like
and,
this is the last thing of the day, and this is like, you know,
Oh.
you can drink this anytime.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I really like it. It's not like gonna like knock you over in
No,
flavor.
which is dangerous because it will knock you over because
Yeah,
it
well,
doesn't hit you in the face.
But
The
see,
lava is fantastic.
agave
for-
distillates, they have that energy. They have that energy that keeps you up a little bit more, I think, than other spirits. Where other spirits, like you can have
You
a
crack.
couple and they'll put you down. Where agave gives you that little pop, which is sometimes dangerous. Sometimes you don't need that pop if you're already buzzed.
And you also will have less hangover because there's no sugar.
Exactly.
You know, that's what we all wake up.
Now,
no, you
Do
know,
all of these other ones have sugar in
Delta
them?
Swift was additive free.
It
It's
is?
additive free? Oh, okay, how
believe-
about this one? Sugar?
Oh yeah.
Is that the La Familia? Yeah,
No, this is the,
no,
Yeah, La Reserva. Yeah,
that has sugar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this one, I don't know, it tastes.
I don't know about that one, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Here's the thing. Don't stay away from ones that have additives, even if you like it. There's no problem with it. We're just telling you why ours is different. I don't.
People give me these.
Oh,
They give you those?
I have good friends, yes. So I babysit a dog while the parents went to Mexico.
Okay.
A dog, so yeah, win-win. Yeah, this was a birthday present.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's
yeah,
actually
people,
a bottle.
That's
Give me these.
120. The one before was 189. Go ahead.
oh, really? Really? The price of everything has gone up. You know,
Yeah.
so it could've
Tequila
been
has-
less. But in Mexico, I don't know what this costs, but I saw that, you know, cool hand-painted box that comes with it, which is
Oh yeah.
I
La
like
Familia
the,
is hard to get.
I like the simplicity too of just the bottle, because sometimes some of these bottles of tequila can get so like carried away, but the tequila doesn't taste good. It tastes bad. You know, it's kind of like their marketing, right?
Oh yeah.
But-
You're paying for the Jaguar bottle. You know,
Yeah.
you're paying for the
You
back
never
or
buy that
whatever it
Jaguar
is,
bar,
yeah.
ever, ever.
Yeah.
Or the brown one that you can't see. Here's my thing. If you can't, why aren't they showing you the juice?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why are they hiding it? El Tesoro, I sold that forever, and I'm pretty sure that's additive free. I'm not 100%.
It is.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I brought it out because it reminds me a lot of the finish is very light for a
Right.
anejo.
Mhm.
This is one of my favorites. I mean, this is just one of my favorites.
Sure.
The extra, I think I saw.
Yes, the extra. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
For an
can't-
extra, it's incredible. But hey, you know,
You pay for it.
Yeah, and I think your price points too are much better than some of these other ones, and yours are better tasting.
I agree, and that's one thing why our bottle's so simple. Just glass and a paper label.
yeah.
That, you know, it's not pretentious or anything like that.
Right.
Once again, there's nothing wrong with pretentious bottles, but
Yes, there is.
there's one that.
yes, it makes them hard to throw away.
Yeah.
Or put on the shelf.
They
depending on
become
what size
vases
they
is what
are.
they become.
No, Sincoro is bigger than that,
Oh yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
taste Sincoro though.
I was just amazed at what the bitters did for the añejo, just like
We'll
a
have to do
cocktail.
that. We'll have
Yeah.
to try that.
Now you throw an ice cube in there. Hello.
You know, Pat, what you also could do is grab something from your citrus tree, like one of your lemon trees, and a little
The
bitters with the Reposado or Blanco. I think that would work really nicely too.
Yeah, just take the peel and squeeze it into it.
Yeah.
You know, that's a miracle. But, uh-oh, there she goes. Oh no. So,
Well-
any questions or?
I think I'm gonna try the orange oil in there.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Ah.
My wife uses that brand of orange is that the same company that does Steve's?
No, it's called Young Living and it's
Yeah, Young Living. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I-
got that in the summer, going all over the house.
old fashions. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, you make the best old fashions. They don't know.
Yeah,
I'm adding a little extra orange.
it's the essential oils in it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
everybody's favorite. If you could only drink one the rest of the week, which one would it be?
A Blanco.
Anejo.
Añejo.
You know? In
I'm
the
with
German,
Repo. Yeah, I'm team Repo.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that's what I was gonna say. Usually the Repo's like one of the most popular a lot of times. And it's not that it's not popular. It's just the Blanco and the Anejo. It's like 30%, whatever the difference is there. Repo just barely loses out. The Blanco and the Anejo seem to be like 1 and 2 back and forth. Because a lot of people are so the Repos being so much heavier, they think it's, whatever.
That was a nice repo. This is a
They're
nice
all good.
repo too.
Codigo, that
There you
is
go.
owned by the country guy, and it's also one of the players at Virginia Country Club. I was doing a tasting there,
Oh, really?
and on the golf course, and he goes, "Do you know Codigo?" I'm like, "I know Codigo. He plays here." I'm like, "I know. Is it better?" I'm not saying it's better or it's not,
It's also very nice. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
but not all of theirs are additive free. The rosé isn't, but
Got the
Is it-
rosé.
is it Travis Britt that owns part of that?
Yes, I believe it is.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a country singer. So, and some guy in Long Beach. Hopefully, that's not you, Rick.
Oh, no.
I should have stock in it, but
I
no.
Nice.
I was gonna say something else. Oh, some of our investors, if I don't know if that kind of thing matters, is Tommy Hilfiger. He's an investor. We don't use celebrities in any of our things. Cabrilla Cabrera is our biggest investor, but you don't see her promoting it. We want to keep it. We don't want to be a celebrity brand like some other ones out there that grew really fast. We just want to be a awesome tequila that celebrities just wanted to invest in because they believe in the product. And some DJ called some famous DJ, I don't know. I'm 53, so I don't know DJs. I forget what he has a residency in Vegas. So
Zed.
starts with a D. That's all I know.
Diplo?
Diplo, that's who it is.
Nice. All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and we just did a PGA event in Miami and in Arizona. So the owners are out there. We were at the racetrack and stuff like that. So what do you got there?
Oh, another. Okay. Oh, that's the
Codigo,
Rosa. Okay, yeah.
Codigo must go.
Yeah.
Nice. Right
I mean,
on.
you could spend all day going back and forth by bars right here.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, you got 31 bottles, so that's plenty to show off.
I just want to know how close you are to my house.
I'm in Long Beach, so come on over.
Well, I'm in Long Beach, but I'm in the village, in the Lakewood Village area. So
Oh, you're
I'm-
not far. I'm Palo Verde in Spring.
So everybody
Oh.
has to order their bottle and then you guys can all come over here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, and have a tequila tasting. Yeah,
Pro
Well,
bar
the
here
beer
at my
tasting.
house. Yeah.
I can bring bottles. See, I can bring stuff to taste.
Hey, bring those anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy, maybe you should deliver to Lisa's house and then we'll go and pick them up from there.
Everybody just meets. Yeah, make it easy for everybody. Have you all have a new
I
meeting
like
spot.
where your head's at. Definitely.
Nobody's gonna leave with a bottle then.
It's awesome. Yeah.
No,
See, that's the win-win for everybody.
They'll all leave with a smile, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I happen to have a fifth next to me. This is what I was talking about. Just attention to detail.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah, just simple stuff like that.
yeah,
Everything hand numbered with a pencil, not by me.
yeah.
So yeah. So
No.
speaking of the 750, so Bradford is being kind enough to give everybody a 375. But if you are interested in the 750, if you can't decide which one you want and you need to buy a second one, you are going to be able to, or if you want to get a second one, excuse me, you are able to get 10% off of your 750 purchases. So if that is a addition to, just a thank you that Bradford is giving y'all. Thank you from the store for coming out to support the happy hour with Jeremy's as you all have been doing, which again I really enjoy. I really appreciate y'all coming out. But yeah, that's just another little added on for y'all for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's
Thank
a
you.
nice, safe way to drink and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Because I know you guys are gonna finish all three, so.
I promised my daughter that I would save her some, so I can't finish all three. Although I'd be tempted to. You know me, I'm gonna go, oh, okay, I'm just gonna settle down with a cigar. And
Oh, and with the cigar.
Older daughter, she will.
yeah, I'm the cigar nut. Yeah.
Have it with the añejo, it's so good.
Oh yeah, definitely the añejo. But you know, I'm already, my mind and my palate are already kind of geared towards that. So that's why I'm like, you know, I'm loving the añejo, and that's why, you know, all of these other ones, they're all añejos, extra añejos, whatever. But yeah, and this is a good cheap one actually. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yes.
Oh, is that the
Mayor? Oh, Soledad. Oh, wow.
Oh, what is this one? Soledad?
Yeah,
Ooh. And what is it? It's a añejo?
that's an extra anejo.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I need your address.
Our extra is
Oh, you know,
supposed
but I have a
you
pool
know.
too. If you guys want to come to my house, you know, I'm good with that either way. Because I'm really not a tequila drinker. I'm actually a rye drinker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just bought another bottle of my favorite rye.
Which one?
It's upstairs in the Scar Lounge, so I can't show it to you, but it's Balcones.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my favorite now.
Right on. I'm glad you enjoy that still.
What a find. Love that.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. But
This is the last of the Blanco. I need more.
All right.
Well, there's a
375
store, right?
ordered there,
The
Rody.
Blanco is gone. Uh-oh.
Actually, that's the last of all three for us, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we finished first. Do we get another 375?
Who knows? Anything could happen. You never know. That's why I'm not giving you guys my address, because I'm afraid my garage will get broken into.
No, don't worry about it. We would just stand on the front porch with our cups, you know?
With the first,
It's like carolers when they're asking you to bring them figgy
Yeah,
pudding at
exactly.
the end. It's like, now just bring us some tequila.
correct. So yeah, then,
Awesome.
when that comes out, Jeremy is on it'll be super allocated. I will let you know when that comes in. I don't know what
Definitely,
the
yeah.
corner being. It'll be expensive because all extras are expensive,
Mhm.
but it'll still be cheaper than most añejos or extras for sure.
And I'll make sure to let y'all know first, since you were the first ones to get into Tepozan with us at the store. Once we get the extra añejo available to us, I'll make sure to let y'all know as well.
Uh-oh, Rick's taking us somewhere.
On an
Oh, where
adventure.
are we going, Rick?
We're going to the bar.
He's driving to my house, 4260 Tulane.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's
Remember
really
that-
cool.
I'm gonna take that off and it's posted on YouTube though.
With the, oh my gosh, that is super cool.
There we go.
I'm so jealous.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, my next house is gonna
There's
have
another side, like over this side where there's more, but
Hell, stop.
I didn't want to show you that because you might think I have a drinking problem.
Yeah, I started splitting my whiskeys and my, you know, liquors up around the house so that people wouldn't think less of me.
I totally understand that.
That's why my rye is upstairs in the cigar lounge, because, you know,
There
it's
you
like,
go.
you know, my kids are coming over tomorrow and I don't want them to see me like with a brand new bottle of rye and all that.
This
Well, you just
sign
don't make it look
lights
red.
up at night, so at night it's
Oh,
on.
really? That's so
Yeah,
cool. Where did you
nice.
get it?
Yeah, it's blue. We have a friend that does that did it for us. So I got the we did the logo, believe it or not, on Fiverr. It cost me like $6.
That's your family logo. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love
there
it.
you go.
That's cool, huh?
To the
That's
agave.
very nice.
Yeah.
Because our last name is Lovall, so there's a heart with an agave
The
plant.
agave, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should
No,
be a
that's
name.
totally cool. You're so
Well-
personally branded. I love it.
Go find a tequila you like and see if the bottom put Laval tequila on it. There you go.
I'm
Exactly.
thinking
Yeah.
about
You can get your own barrel of extra añejo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They get a
Ah.
barrel, it'll be about 12 packs would be about 46 packs.
Yeah. 40 to 54. Yeah. Depending. Yeah.
I could do that.
I think 12 packs.
You
so
could
yeah.
start the Love All Foundation and have them make bottles for you, because it would be a fundraiser then. You know, the
Yeah,
Love
see, I've
All.
already got a 501c3, so we can do another one. That's easy.
See, there you go. You're ready to rock and roll
I'm
For the-
there.
And right off.
for the betterment of tequila tasting. Yeah. I don't know what your 501c is really for, but yeah. Tell us what it's really for, so people don't walk away thinking that.
It's actually for kids with cancer.
it's for-
Okay.
Yeah, we do
Oh,
it for
that's
kids like with
something-
leukemia and sickle cell, things like that, and their families. Yeah. So we-
Nice.
Very honorable. Yeah.
we help support them, and we get them food and toys and transportation, things like that.
Well, if
That's
you
so
guys
cool.
are doing
Very,
an
very
event,
cool.
let Jeremy know. Maybe we can help out at like a live event or something. Let us know.
Excellent, excellent. We
Yeah,
definitely will.
sure.
Baskets or a bar or something.
Yeah, we do that. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. We have a huge event at the Hotel Maya, which happens to have a tequila bar.
Yeah.
Mm.
Love Hotel Maya. Yeah.
We tried to get in there, but the guy would never return my emails.
I know a guy, so
There we
You
go.
know?
There you go.
Oh, that's the 501c. I got it now. Forget about it.
don't worry. I know a guy.
Right on.
You know a guy and you hook up another guy, that guy might hook you up for hooking the hookup. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about
Hey, you know how they say it's all about who you know, not what you know, right?
it.
Well,
That is
they
absolutely
could do
true.
like a silent auction basket with these things in them, and something like that. That'd be so cool.
We do that. That's one of our fundraisers. We do a
Yeah.
silent
Yeah, yeah.
auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's been involved with National Charity League for both my daughters, so I know all about the charity thing. The once a year, raise money, scramble like hell to get stuff. I know it's not
Mhm.
easy.
No, it's not.
I got your back.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeremy, we just answered your email, Blanco, Phil.
All right, you got it. Yeah.
The fuck
Everybody-
now.
Every- Everybody just feel free to respond to the last email I sent y'all with the link for tonight. I will use that to collect what y'all would like. I will give that to Bradford, and then once they are delivered to either my house, Lisa and Rich's house, or Pat's house, either way, I will let y'all know. But yeah, no, everybody, thank you so much for joining tonight. Again, these happy hours with Jeremy, I'm always a fan of them. I love to see that other people enjoy them as well. We do have the next one planned out already. August 5th, we will be doing Dash Fire canned spirits. So we will have the owner of Dash Fire with us for that. So we'll be tasting 3 different canned cocktails. Dash Fire, if y'all who have been to the store, are right up front. There are these little like to go like little
Brody.
cans. They're the 3-ounce cans, but they're 36% alcohol, so like a real cocktail, like actual sit down, enjoy at home drink cocktail. And so yeah, just been really cool. They're actually just moving into a new facility this month, so we just talked to them about that as well next month. August 5th is the date for that. But we're still on Tepozan. So Bradford, thank you so much for your time tonight. Really
No,
appreciate
it was
coming
fun.
in. I hope everybody
That was a
enjoyed
lot of fun, you
themselves.
guys.
Thank you for joining us.
What were you
And
saying?
all those bottles, you can send those bottles
Bradford.
to our house, and I promise I'll throw some steaks on. We barbecue and bring out the humidor. So we got it all.
Oh,
You know-
really? I'm down. Just, yeah.
It's not
tell
on what
me
you
your
know,
ideas.
do you know?
Whatever.
All right, so I'll make a Facebook event for everybody to get set up on. We can all have fun then.
Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
You guys have a great weekend.
Well, it was
Yes.
a pleasure for me. I appreciate it. It's the first video one I've done, and hopefully you can't do a lot of these with you guys, but next time you want to do it, just let me know half hour ahead of time, and I got you. It was fun.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
fun.
It was.
Just spread the word, and I'll spread the juice.
Will do.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Have
Thank
a
you,
great
guys. See
weekend.
you later.
Thank you, Tepozan. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
too.